It looks a little gross, but hey, that's the price of RVing. I mean, every once in a while you get it.
Coming home to put a flower in your hair. But you should know, ain't no place I'd rather be instead.
Alright, y'all, here's a dilemma. It took us 2 hours to get positioned in this campsite. We had to pull past the patio because that's the only way the Moride stairs would go down for the front door to close. We tried putting it on blocks. We tried putting it on Anderson levelers. We tried building a ramp. It still didn't raise the RV high enough, but we had to pull. I mean, we're not in the road. The road's really wide, thank goodness. And they let you park your truck right here on the patio side, but I don't understand why they put these patios, and if they're gonna put the patios, why they make them so high. Because the lady behind us just said that her stairs wouldn't go down either, and they had to park where they're not on the patio either.
I love Moride. I love Moride products. That's absolutely the truth. But our stairs are such where if they don't go down far enough on the outside, the plate that goes under the door, you know, here's the door that opens and closes, there's a plate under here. So if that plate doesn't go down far enough, the door can't open and close.
And FYI to RV park owners, if you're gonna do the patios, not everybody has the fold out stairs. They have these big honking Moride stairs, and even our neighbors behind us, they had to manipulate their RV to avoid the patio because it was what, so far off the ground. Look what package we got, y'all. It was waiting for us. Starlink.
We have the power of the stars on our side. We will literally be using space in order to connect to the internet.
Y'all, the possibilities of where we can boondock now. Ooh.
Oh, let me set this down. I gotta say that. Now it's on. What do they say? It's on like Donkey Kong. We are going to search out and seek out every single spot we can find where there's no cell phone connectivity. We're gonna make Starlink work for its money. So you just wait and see where we're gonna go.
Uh-oh, what are you doing?
Playing with big boy toys. Oh, I'm never good at opening these things. So let me see. Ah, here we go. Gotta get the tape. Alright. Even this says Starlink on it. Alright. Ooh, there's Dishy. Man, it's bigger than I thought it would be.
Wow.
Okay. This is...
the tripod. Has 4 legs, not 3.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's metal, so that seems kind of heavy.
Yeah, it's got some weight to it. And then Dishy itself. That must be how that goes.
Oh wow, I have a Starlink, y'all. It's still unreal.
I know. Here's the router. It looks like a darn target practice, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. That's the instructions, y'all. How do you even read that?
That's insane, isn't it?
You need some of them, what are they called? What are those glasses?
Old people glasses?
Yeah, but they have another name.
Progressive.
Progressives!
Yeah.
That's what it is.
No, I do not need them. It's simply too small. It's not my fault they make this print too small.
There's our Starlink. Oh, what a hot mess in there. Oh, it's moving. I'm like, I thought the wind was blowing it.
SpaceX Starlink. Let's see. We're in the middle of Bullhead City, Arizona.
That's our first Starlink test.
Look, 9.75 down, 9.81 up. Now listen, we're not out in the middle of nowhere. We're in a heavily populated area as far as RV parks go. There are a lot of RV parks around here, so I think almost 10 down is very usable. And keep in mind, this is the RV version. The Roam version is dialed back, so we get last priority of everybody. You know, grandma down the street in her little house gets higher priority than we do.
We're just thrilled that it works.
Yes,
and
the first time.
And when we are in a city like this right now, they're saying our T-Mobile works in AT&T, and we're probably going to drop Verizon, but we're going to give this a good month or two before we drop one of our 3 carriers, but it will probably be Verizon because we're not very impressed with Verizon, at least out west.
You know, y'all, with everything, it's never the same after the first few seconds pass by. Something always changes. And I'm afraid it changed again. Now that it's stabilized, we're getting 110 down and 9.78 up. That I can live with.
I guess we didn't give it long to set up. That's amazing.
Even the app says it needs a good 10 or 20 minutes to stabilize the connection.
We haven't seen speeds like that all winter long, y'all. We have struggled. Like 0.5 down.
Now, I know, first world problems, but hey, we have to pay our bills, and we can't work if we can't get online. So this is a gift from God. It really is, for us. We are so thankful, very, very grateful.
So y'all, we just arrived in Bullhead, Arizona, and we saw this price for diesel. I don't know if you can see it under the Walmart sign, $3.99 for diesel, and we're like, we're jumping on that because I don't know if it's gonna go back up. Let's get Matthew's opinion on it. So, how is that diesel price?
I tell you what, it's not great, but it's a lot better. $3.99 a gallon. And we drove through California to get here, which is wacky. We went from Arizona to California, where it's over $6 a gallon. Enough to give me a heart attack. And then we went back to $3.99. No discounts or anything. We didn't even use our TSD card. I don't even know if they have one around here, but $3.99 is pretty good.
Yep, pretty awesome.
Yep.
All right, y'all, we are extremely excited because we got a gourmet meal
hand delivered, and we didn't even have to order it. Seriously, there's some friends of ours, Terry and Joanne, who are staying kind of down the road, and we had no idea that they were going to do this, but they brought us an awesome gourmet meal. Let's unwrap it.
Let's show it to y'all.
We got the Italian cheese. See, Sean gets this half, I get that half.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. It smells really good.
Now, the next question I know you're asking is, did they bring dessert?
They weren't asking, but since you did. All right, here we go. It's homemade chocolate pie. And it's not just any old pie. This ain't no Hershey pie. This is Ghirardelli chocolate homemade pie. And I don't eat it, which means Sean this weighs like a brick. This feels like a brick.
I get the whole thing?
She gets this whole heavy, creamy Ghirardelli chocolate pie. All right, this is from our friend Terry and Joanne. How long have we heard them talk about this magical pie?
At least a year or more. I think the first time he mentioned it was the first Thanksgiving we had known them. So let's see. I got some crust in here too.
First impressions. You like it? Is it worth waiting a year to get this pie?
Yeah. The expectations are high now, Terry. I expect one of these every time we see y'all now. No pressure or anything. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
So today is our Explore Day, and we're going to get to explore with friends today.
Yep, and we get to go to Oatman.
And see some donkeys and make some more friends.
And now I want to say a word about Oatman. They've got a whole bunch of donkeys there, and if you've watched us before, you've heard us say over and over and over again, do not feed wild animals. Mm-hmm. These aren't really wild, and it's out of our hands. This town they've named them. Every one of them has a name and their picture up, I think, in the post office.
Yeah.
And they've named them and they feed them, so they're semi-domesticated. It's totally out of our hands. They're going to do it whether we're there or not, so we're just going to go enjoy it because it's a very unique experience in that way.
Yeah, we're looking really forward to it. We're going to take y'all with us, and y'all get to see our friends. All right, y'all, so we're on our way to Oatman, Arizona, and we picked up some hitchhikers.
What did I tell you about picking up crazy people?
We got the Jarhead and the Ginger.
Which one's which?
I think we can trust them.
Yeah. All right, so we're parked. You taking a picture of the truck?
Yep, always.
And there was a little bit of drama. They lost one of their microphones, but Allison had it the whole time.
Yeah, not
It was in my pocket under my phone.
Sky said, I didn't lose it. So, funny story. Matthew backed the truck in by the concrete wall, and then he said, oh, Terry's going to park by me, but then Terry didn't park by you.
Terry said, no, you'd have to have some other crazy person park by you.
So then he made me get out and ask Terry if Terry would move his truck so the truck would be protected.
Who could say no to this face?
Oh, please. Look, Matthew. Is that a fake one or a real one?
It's real? You know they just stand there.
You sure it ain't stuffed?
Y'all, one thing they do is they stand in one place. That's their natural defense. They just stand there and survey the area.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I just saw his eyes. Okay.
He's like, leave me alone.
Go behind it and see if it kicks. Don't see it, huh? Yeah.
You're so nice. Hey.
He says someone might have food. Oh, yeah.
He's gonna make him sound.
He's getting them moving.
Said, I'm having a bad day. Ooh.
Got kicked.
I said, shut up.
This is my spot.
Wow. When not to feed them.
Those are giving each other a bath. I guess donkeys like to make sure they're clean. Alright, we're coming up to the 1897 jail punishment cell. Let's see what it looks like. Here's the punishment cell. So they put you in there.
So if you're a bad boy or girl, that's where you end up.
Wow. Or if you're really bad.
No, here's the thing. Once you've been in here long enough, you just make an easy transition to that. Very convenient. One-stop shopping. Let me out. I didn't do it.
If I don't let you out, then you'll wind up over there.
Don't I get a phone call?
Nope. My rules, no phone call.
Not in 1887.
What did you do, Matthew?
I didn't do it deliberately. It was an accident.
Not guilty. I'm not guilty.
It wasn't me. I'm innocent.
All right, y'all, you see this? Just this little crumbling thing. It looks like somebody burrowed out into the middle of the hill. There used to be a 45-room hotel here, and they had several baths. Notice I said several. Not every room had its own bath, but I guess that was the height of technology for the day. There was a big fire in 1921, and it took out a lot of stuff. So eventually it had to come down. And this, what they're calling the mine today, which we'll go in just a second, is the old vault for the hotel. The walls are crumbling, but it's still suitable for tourism. Now they're calling this the mine, so let's go through it. There's Sean. See, we got a treasure already. So this was technically, I think, the vault of the hotel. You see the walls are crumbling. Yeah. This was standing in 1915. Wow. All right, y'all, doing the best I can here. It's dark.
So here we finally got to enter a mine. In our previous video, we didn't get to go in that mine, but this one's neat.
Yep, and this one has been around. All right, so most of the rooms are gone. Most of the hotel is gone, but this is apparently what it used to look like. Wow. Y'all, it's not the Hilton. Not even the Holiday Inn. Look at that. I don't know how much of this stuff they would have actually had in the room, but look at the size. I suppose in the day you'd be glad just to have a room all to yourself, but my goodness, that's tiny. Comment below if this is your perfect hotel room.
Alright, y'all, apparently we're headed to the Oatman's Historic Jail and Museum. Matthew's been bad. So the guy said, I'm coming back to book you. And here is the jail. I don't know why they have a sewing machine in the jail. I'll have to tell Allison about that. It's funny. Here's, oh, there are 2 cells in here. Oh, I guess this one didn't make it. Matthew doesn't shape up. That can happen to him. This is an exclusive behind the scenes of Jarhead and Ginger.
What did you do now?
I didn't do anything. I'm innocent.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
Oh, nice.
You should eat it.
It doesn't want any.
She said, nope, I'm on a diet.
Chocolate. No, that's why it was just left it at its feet. It doesn't. It's not hungry. You're
This
not
one over
hungry?
there.
I think you should eat though. I think you have a baby in here. You probably need to eat. That was probably taboo, like touching a pregnant woman's belly. That's
Yeah.
not a good idea. Now she's gonna tell me I'm not pregnant. What are you talking about?
Y'all, look, it's the husband's waiting room. So if Matthew's bad, he gets to go in there.
Apparently they have a very low opinion of husbands in this town. Guys, your wife says she wants to go to Oatman. Just say no. She may have an ulterior motive. Oh.
I don't start that mom stuff. I found him beside the road when he was a baby. I took him home, I fed him. I did the best I could, okay? But he was born bad, and he went downhill from there.
Oh.
I'll be home for supper.
You better be, it's your turn to do the dishes.
I'll be home.
Y'all, there's a Roadrunner. It's not even a cartoon. Look at that.
Yeah, I think that's
Finally got to see one.
fine.
It's got something in its mouth. Look
Whole mouth or beak full of stuff for the mash.
at that. Bye-bye.
All right, y'all, we're making our way back to the truck, and look, it did not look like this when we parked the truck. Matthew, how are you feeling about this?
This is why you get places early. When you have a big truck, you don't get here in the middle of the day because that's nuts. Show them.
See? And look at all the trucks parked in front. They've even got RVs in here.
See, we at least have a barrier on one side, 2 sides.
And then Terry parked on the other side of
And
it.
Terry's willing to be our bumper car on the other side.
It didn't cost him anything either.
Yay. So what did you get talked into doing?
It's been closer to 3 decades than 2 since I've ridden a bike. Any kind of bike. And now these people want to put me on a motorized bike. So I might end up with a hole in my jeans. I don't know what's gonna happen.
And there's the bike.
A hole in your head.
Yeah, a hole in my head. I need a hole in my head.
You can adjust it however high you need. So if you want
I don't know
to,
how high I
if
need
you want to sit there and.
I have no idea how high I need it.
What we have up here, this is the little brain of it, and this is the controller. So you have PAS, which is pedal assist. You have 0 right now.
Good.
So you push the 1
No.
up to 5,
No.
That's as fast as you can go.
No.
You barely move those and you'll take off at you know, up to like 25 miles an hour.
No.
Don't crash, you have to empty your tanks in a minute.
This is hilarious.
There you go. See, that's the motor kicking in.
And he rode off in the sunset, everybody.
Don't like it.
Just go straight with the motor on.
Don't like it.
Nope.
No, I'm not a motorcycle kind of guy. I like the old-fashioned pedal.
Do you want to try at least speed 1?
No.
He
I
did,
did.
and it took off on him right here.
I don't like it.
I didn't like
Uh-uh. I'll go to the brick wall. Let me turn it up to 1. Don't like it. No, I turned it off again.
You did?
I don't like it.
So,
I mean, it's a good quality bike, but
so we're not getting an e-bike.
I don't like it. I'd rather have a regular bicycle. And even then, I got to get used to it again. But I don't, no, it just takes off and you start pressing the pedal and it just goes. They were nice for lending it to me, but no thanks. There you go. Thank you.
You bet.
All right, y'all. Let me show you where we're at. Sorry for the strange lighting. This is our coffee bar, taco bar. See, there's the front door. All right. So this is where we keep our apples and bananas. But I noticed that apples, even though we had 2 bags of them, y'all, and they were bad. They were getting kind of mushy. So I don't know if you can see this, but you see little creepy crawlies? I try to focus in as good as I can here. We got ants. So if you look right here, can you see them there? There they go, they're crawling. And then under here, can y'all see that? Right there where the cabinet meets the wall. These little creepy crawlies, and then they disappear, bloop, right into the wall. It's not ideal, but the good news about ants, especially little sweet ants, I mean, here's what happened. I looked in one of the bags of the apples and they were mushy. And both bags were a little mushy, and they weren't that way when we bought them, so I don't know what happened. But anyways, long story short, one of the apples had a big gash in it, which I don't know how I missed that when I picked them out. And there were a bunch of ants crawling out of the gash, so we immediately threw away the bag, threw away the trash bag in the dumpster. Thank God that we're in an area that we have a dumpster. And so now we put out the taro, and that's the good news. When you get these little sweet ants, if they can find your taro bait station, and no, we're not sponsored, but we should be. Taro bait stations are awesome because once they find that, they can't resist it. They just can't resist it at all. It's like just gonna get them all, because in 3 or 4 or 5 days, all of these ants are gonna be dead. They're gonna bring the poison back to the colony, whatever it's called. So I'm not worried about it. It looks a little gross, but hey, that's the price of RVing. I mean, every once in a while you get it. It could be a whole lot worse.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna give you a site tour of our RV site here at Riverside Adventure Trails RV Park. As we have already told you before, we had to pull past the concrete pad because our stairs didn't go down. It's a full hookup site. We get water, electric, and sewer. The sewer's above ground, but as you can see, everything's in the back of the site. I think Matthew's got 3 sewer hoses, and we had to use the caterpillar thing. I don't know what that's called. Sidewinder caterpillar thing, and it's 50 amp. And the sites are like a gravel dirt site.
All right, y'all, meet our neighbors. Now, I'm not actually going to go up and say anything to them because they're not having a good day, and I kind of want to let them just do what they've got to do. But let me show you what's going on. You see these pads? The problem for our neighbors is, do you see that little chunk missing? They were backing in, but they got behind that corner of that pad, and then the spotter had the driver pull up a little bit to straighten out, and it just gashed the side of their tire. Oh, our heart sank for them because we know that's going to be a pain. That's what happens in RV parks, y'all. You got to be careful, but they also need to design this stuff better. Put in the comments below if you have any experiences with these high concrete pads. Wouldn't it be better? And put in the comments below if you think it would be better to either have the whole thing gravel or the whole thing paved, not just a little bitty portion. Well, now they're getting their tires replaced. So thank God they have a mobile tech or a tire tech who's willing to come out. The interesting thing is that they might be getting all of them either replaced or, I don't know, maybe rotated.
Hey.
Oh, Red Shirt Friday, I forgot.
Red Shirt Friday.
Absolutely.
Y'all, we're saying goodbye to Scott and Allison.
And
Not
puppies.
goodbye. Farewell. We'll see you down the road.
Right.
Next time, right?
Harry's like, I want to say
Hopefully not a
goodbye.
year and a half later.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this time.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully in better weather. Today's kind of nice, but man,
Yeah.
it's been not right here in the desert.
No.
Y'all are leaving tomorrow, so the weather gets nice. Go figure.
I know, right? And y'all are looking so slim in your red shirts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm filming from the other side of the RV. Over there is our sewer hose, and you can see the cap laying on the ground and just a string. That broke. So now Matthew's got to figure out where to get a new sewer cap and reinstall it. Let's see if we can see it from the other side. Here it is, just laying on the ground, and there's the string that it attached to, and it just broke. Part of RV life, y'all. Always having to fix something.
We were only here for 2 weeks, and we didn't have time to do much because, you know, we're working. But we got to spend a few nights with Scott and Alice and Terry and Joanne, and that was the best part of it. Just hanging out, talking, having a good time. We haven't seen any of them in a really long time, it feels like. And we always say it's not goodbye, it's I'll see you later, because, you know, we're all on the road, but it still kind of hurts to leave them behind.
We didn't know anything about Bullhead City, and all of us blamed Terry for why we're here in Bullhead City, because it was because of Terry and Joanne why we're here. I think he has a sister that lives here.
Yeah.
But we were quite impressed with Bullhead City because they have like a Hobby Lobby. And what have I said? If you can find a Hobby Lobby, that probably means you can find any store that you want, including a Sam's Club that we got to stock up on for boondocking. We like to get paper plates when we're boondocking.
Sam's Club, Walmart, and the $1.25 treat.
Yeah,
got 'em
that's
all.
right. I think they actually had 2 Walmarts. They had a Walmart down here where our RV park was just a little south of Bullhead. They call it Bullhead City, but I think it's also referred to
Fort
as
Mojave.
Fort Mojave.
Yeah, that's it.
We also got to go to church for 2 Sundays in a row with our friends. We found an awesome little church around here. So if you're in the area and you want to visit a church, just email us and we'll give you the name of the church that we found.
It was a great little church. It was very, very friendly and very accommodating. So yeah, it was a great service.
It's fun to find friendly churches on the road.
It really is.
Now, y'all, the weather has been crazy here. Like, when we got to sit outside with our friends, it was cold and windy and stuff, and we are so over the wind. It's like April, but they're like, guess what? You don't get like nice, transition spring weather. We're gonna just go right to 99 degrees. We're like, ah!
So it's not 99 degrees yet, but it's gonna be what, next week?
Tuesday, and we're leaving tomorrow.
Saturday,
and
yeah.
I think tomorrow is gonna be high 80s, so we're going north.
Northerly, yeah, because we're trying to follow the weather, and this year's been kind of crazy because our family who lives up north has been saying they've had more snowfall than they can ever remember. The West Coast is getting drenched, and they're always in some kind of a horrific drought. Everything is upside down, so are we gonna be able to follow the weather? Man, that's enough of an adventure just to stick with us, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Neither do we.
Alright, y'all, on a, what do you say, like a sadder personal note, sadder note, we have a family member, or I particularly have a family member back home in Mississippi. Well, that's where I grew up, so that's where most of my family is. That's not doing well in the hospital. And how far away are we?
Round about 1,600 miles.
Yeah, so it is difficult, you know, to be on the road and you have like a family member that you can't be by, and so all you can do is just pray and, you know, try to get updates from the family member that's there, and, you know, rally your troops and your friends around you to pray for, you know, your family member. But it is really, really difficult.